Hello all, welcome back to Tropes. This will be part 2 of the two-part video on changing character designs. Admittedly, it's a bit overdue, but as you can see, there have been some format changes around here. Hope you like them. Just wanted to make sure everything was all spit and polished. Well, here we go. In our last video, we did an overview on some of the more famous character design changes, including those of Nick Fury, Star-Lord, Thor, James Bond, and the Doctor. Today, we'll be taking a more in-depth look at the characters featured in the new DC movie Black Adam. Put bluntly, there isn't a single hero in that movie that hasn't been redesigned. As mentioned in my first video, Black Adam himself is often depicted with a widow's peak and has vaguely alien features. The new Black Adam is bald and decidedly more human-looking. For example, no pointy ears, right? Now the others. Hawkman, a hero with resurrective immortality. Technically, this affords a lot of latitude as to his appearance. Then, as Wikipedia states, Hawkman is most often depicted as human archaeologist Carter Hall, the modern-day reincarnation of an ancient Egyptian prince, Khufu, or as Thanagarian police officer Qatar Hall, from the planet Thanagar. The character is generally regarded as having one of the most confusing backstories in any DC comic, due to the series of reinventions over the years following DC's 1985 series Crisis on Infinite Earths. Generally, Hawkman in comics and animation is depicted as a Caucasian human or alien with wings and a mace. In this movie, he is portrayed by Aldous Hodge, an African American. Though, as a hero, I give him points for the fact that he wears practical armor and a semi-practical helmet. Fantasy design, but hey, it works. Dr. Fate, agent of the Lords of Order, aka Nabu, aka Kent Nelson, son of Sven Nelson. In the comics, he is an American man with Swedish ancestry. Here, he is portrayed by the Irish-born British icon Pierce Brosnan, who is also an American citizen. Dr. Fate, as a character, is badly nerfed in this depiction. While the Helmet of Fate is heavily alluded to in this incarnation, his other two most famous artifacts, the Amulet of Anubis and the Cloak of Destiny, have been left out. According to various sources, he is the DC Universe's Sorcerer Supreme, with supernatural beings like the Spectre and the Lords of Order and Chaos being the only beings superior to him in the mystic arts. According to TV tropes, he's on an extreme end of the power scale in DC Comics, such that few characters can directly face him and survive. Memorably, in Cosmic Odyssey, Fate casually mind-controlled Darkseid with little effort. Swamp Thing is one of the most powerful beings in the universe, but in Justice League Dark, Nabu fought Swamp Thing, John Constantine, and the Egyptian god Anubis and squashed them like bugs. In a later run of the same comic, he pulled the same on the Phantom Stranger of all people. Clearly, he could have given Tef Adam a much harder time if he had his original power levels. But, as we know from my early video, nerfing characters, that doesn't happen in the movies. Cyclone, aka Maxine Hunkel, was originally depicted as a Caucasian red-headed witch in her earlier incarnations. Here she is portrayed by Quintessa Swidell, who is US-born to a mixed-race family and appears to be a brunette. Admittedly, I'm not too familiar with Cyclone. However, a Google search of her alias produces artwork that is vastly different from her current iteration. The original appears to wear loose-fitting green garments, candy-striped socks or stockings, and at times a pointy witch hat, with the current one wearing armor and a close-fitting green and purple ensemble. Atom Smasher in this movie is clearly a legacy character, so differences are largely excusable. The original is a heavily muscled hero with a fully covered face who bore his arms. This new one is vaguely reminiscent of a recolored Deadpool, in this YouTuber's humble opinion. Like Apache Chief and Giganta, his ability is to grow to an enormous size, with likewise increases in strength, durability, and logically with the increase in his length of stride, speed. Well, that's all for the characters. Let me know what you think. Don't be afraid to leave a comment, and also like, share, subscribe. I look forward to hearing from you. Peace, YouTube.